Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2009 Frankfurt Fall Festival Parade. The theme today is the Wild, Wild Fest.
This year we're doing something just a little different. Added to Ralph and Sue here announcing the parade, we have 3 on-the-street reporters who will be interviewing people on the street. We have Brent Dubrovitz, a junior at Lincoln Way East. We have Joe Ibanez, a ballroom dance and martial arts instructor, and Marta Coombs from Curtain Call.
Our Frankfurt VFW Post 1493 presents our color guard for today. The post has over 2,000 members, has their home out at 88th Avenue between Sauk Trail and Norway Road. That post is now 30 years old. Post 1493 participates in many community events around Frankfurt.
Carrying that welcome banner are Zachary Ogala and Cassie Mora.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Grand Marshal, Lynn Dugan.
Okay. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Salute for our national anthem being sung by the 4 young men from Lincoln Way East.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh, thank you, Tim Hosty, Ryan Samantha, Brent Dubrovitz, and Dan Hall. Ralph, that song gives me goosebumps every time I hear it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Lincoln Way West Marching Warriors making their first Frankfurt Fall Festival Parade appearance. That is one great band for a brand new school.
They've only been dedicated as of last August, a 418,000 square foot building on a 100-acre campus. I passed past this last week, went past it, and it is a stunning facility, Ralph. Just
Oh,
stunning.
that should be, and that campus only cost about $90 million.
Coming up, the Frankfurt Chamber of Commerce Board. Our Fall Fest chairperson, Renee Matlock. Swinging the lasso appears to be the president of the chamber, John Claviel.
Looks like he's rounding up help there today.
We also have Harry D.R. Cole Jr., Teresa Cara, vice president, Denise Williams, treasurer, David Bear, secretary, Gary Ganad, a director, Keith Ogle, a director, Don Oliveri, Diane Richardson, Sandra Scholler, Scott Tingley, Matt Renee, also a director.
Well, our Frankfort Police Department is represented today. The chief is Rob Pisha.
And he's driving that squad car. There's 30 officers, over 30 officers on our roster today. Quite a difference from a, what, 2 policeman town 100 years ago?
That's right. And how about those cadets that they have helping them today?
Absolutely. Village President Jim Holland and the other village board members and officers. All right, we have Marta on the street talking with Jim Holland.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with our mayor, Jim Holland. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, it's great to be here today, and we want to thank all of the people in the village of Frankfort for making this parade possible and for the energy they put out and all the volunteers of the chamber. You know, our fest this year is number 4 in the nation. It's just great to be here.
Wow, you know what? It is a code of the West that when you pass somebody on the trail, you have to say howdy to them. So, Mr. Mayor, will you give a big howdy out to everybody here?
Howdy, people of Frankfort. It's great to be here.
Back to you, Sue and Ralph.
All right, our
Thank you.
Party Palace is one of the local organizations, and their theme today is How the Fest Was Won with Beauty and Grace. Our Party Palace believes in the power of girls, the universal language of laughter, and the magic of a shared moment.
And Party Place is located in the Trolley Barn here in Frankfort.
Well, during World War II, some 6,300 Jeeps were built by the Willys Overland and the Ford Motor Companies for use in the wartime. Here's Bill Hardy, a local resident, with his restored GPW Jeep, originally built by the Ford Motor Company around 1942 or 43.
Coming up behind that Jeep, we have Phillips Chevrolet with Happy Bettenhausen.
Well, Happy Bettenhausen has been playing music in parades in Frankfort, I guess, as far back as 1955. He still plays the accordion today for a lot of special events. Happy is only 84 years old and been playing an accordion since he was 7.
The Frankfort Lions Club, founded 67 years ago. Al Russo is this year's club president. Now they look like they're having fun, Ralph. They really, that looks like fun. Frankfort Fire Department.
Well, there's brand new engine 711, just delivered this couple days ago. That'll be the first out apparatus at Frankfort Fire Station number 1. That vehicle is worth over $500,000. Then we have what they call Tower 1. It's Unit 719, based out of Station 1. That rig will reach up into the sky there over 100 feet from the ground. And 751 is another brand new engine. It's worth about a little under $500,000, and that's going to go out to the brand new station number 5.
Both of these units have rollover engine shutdown. So you're telling me, Ralph, if they roll over, they turn off?
Before they get all the way over on their side, they will shut off and stop, right. Each unit is equipped with a 1,500 gallon a minute water pump, carries 500 gallons of water, 25 gallons of foam concentrate. From Manhattan, go ahead.
And from Manhattan, Squad 1216.
Right, that's a big rescue unit.
Here we have Home Helpers, an organization launched in 1997 to serve the growing community of Americans over age 65 who want to stay independent.
All right, Girl Scouts in uniform today are from the Service Unit 718.
And, and behind them, Cub Scout Pack 270. These Cub Scouts are really dwarfed by that big truck. Although it's Cub Scout colors on that Napa truck.
Yes, there is.
They're not even as tall as the tires, Ralph.
Frankfurt's Cub Scouting started back as early as the 1940s. It really took off big in the 1960s. Frankfurt School District 157C Board of Education representatives are here today.
With their mascot, the tiger. Do we know
right.
if that tiger has a name, Ralph?
Golly, I don't know.
I think he's just a tiger. And the second of our bands is also approaching.
Okay, the Hickory Creek Middle School Tiger Band, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, 140 strong, playing Manana, a piece written by Peggy Lee and Dave Barber.
And the color guard directed by Sarah Saratori. This is one of the reasons the Lincoln Way bands are so good, because bands like this feed into our Lincoln Way system.
Right.
Behind the Frankfurt Tiger Band, we have Evelina's Red Dressers. Wild, Wild Colors is her theme, in a bright blue bug and a red dresser in the back of that bug. Evelina's features distinctive home goods on consignment, a new business here in Frankfurt.
Sue, how many years have you been doing television here in Frankfurt?
Well, I started when I was very, very small, so I've got 20, 25 years in.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Go ahead. It just happens.
Yeah. This is my 35th year
Oh,
doing
wow.
the parades here in Frankfurt. Here's Coldwell Banker, and that's Ken Rice up there. Coldwell Banker has a covered wagon representing our journey to the West from years ago. Their office is out on Lincoln Way Lane here in Frankfurt. And with that covered wagon going so slow, they finally did make it to the parade in time. Here's St. Anthony's Catholic Church with a nice 1953 Oliver row crop tractor leading it there. That's owned by Raymond Bluefield. Their theme is sowing the seeds of faith.
Ralph, I'm always amazed at your knowledge of farm tractors and fire department vehicles and trains.
That's one of those men things, you know.
To me, that was a green tractor.
First United Bank of Frankfurt. It's one of the very few locally owned and operated banks in the south suburbs of Chicagoland.
We have dancing horses, Ralph. Oh, look at. You know, this is just tremendous to watch. As the camera begins to swing around, we have a horse that is dancing down Ash Street onto Nebraska with a curly mane.
Did you know that over 100 years ago, there were farmers around Frankfurt that raised horses that were sold to other cities like Detroit and Buffalo and Boston.
Okay, approaching, we have Down Home Guitars, and we have Joe out on the street.
Tom, question. Why the emphasis on acoustic?
Well, you can do one thing right, and that's what we do. Acoustic guitars, that's it.
All right, I'm going to send you back up there.
All right.
Have some good time. Going to send it back to the booth.
Thank you, Joe. I see up there, along with the guitars, we have some banjos. Frankfort Township Democrats.
Okay, Frankfort Township consists of 36 square miles, including the villages of Frankfort and Mokena, and even parts of Tinley Park and Orland Park. So the Democratic organization is very active in the local political scene. Pat McGuire is the Will County Treasurer, and he'll be running for re-election again. Do you know that there are 22 people in the United States named Pat McGuire?
No, I didn't, but I have seen that website. There's a lot of them named Susan Walker, but I'll bet Ralph Eisenbrandt is rare.
Only one.
Only one, and we have him here.
Right. Here's
Here-
Judge. Go ahead. Here.
Running for Judge Brian Barrett, candidate for Circuit Court Judge in Will County on the Democratic ticket.
Yeah, Brian was originally an assistant state's attorney for 7 years, and then he was moved to the state's attorney's office as a felony courtroom supervisor, prosecuting high-level crimes.
Congresswoman Debbie Halverson. Debbie is a lifelong resident of the 11th Congressional District in the U.S. Congress, grew up in the south suburbs, currently lives in the village of Crete in eastern Will County.
Debbie previously served in the Illinois State Senate. Her experience includes 14 years as a small businesswoman, 3 years as a Crete Township clerk. She's also been a teacher and a lecturer at her alma mater, Governor State University. A U.S. Congresswoman or man serves a 2-year term, and so they have to campaign for re-election every couple years.
Here comes the Illinois Philharmonic Orchestra. I think this is the first time we've had an orchestra in this parade, isn't it, Ralph?
Yes, it is.
We have a lot of bands.
And they're playing a Fall Fest fanfare by their featured by their brass quintet. Carmen de Leon is their musical director.
Now, the Philharmonic Orchestra, also known as the IPO, they make their home really in Lincoln Way North. A number of concerts there from November through May.
And it was last year that the orchestra moved their performance series to Lincoln Way North High School. Well, there we saw the Democrats before. Now we have the Republican side of the campaigns.
And first up, Ray Rossi running for judge. Longtime Frankfort resident running for judge of the Circuit Court. The 11th District Court includes Frankfort, New Lenox, Homer Townships. Ray is a former mayor of Frankfort, active in several community groups still.
It's always interesting to see how many campaign helpers a candidate can round up for a parade.
Got quite a number of them out there.
Well, before Ray was a mayor of Frankfort, there was a campaign on for beautification. And one of the things that they did back in 1979 was Pick a Community Flower.
And it is the petunia, which I see all over the village now.
Right.
Passing the stand now, we have Judge Bobby, running for office, Judge Bobby. Extensive legal experience. She's a Chicago attorney and an assistant state's attorney.
Then there is
Friends to elect Art.
Smigelski. He's also running for one of the judgeships. See, we have county judges and circuit court judges of some different levels, and then there's also all the way up to the Supreme Court.
Absolutely.
Well, what's this with a steer head on the front?
That is another Wild Wild West. Vote Republican. That one again was Art Smigelski.
Now, there's a little red car approaching us here with a little woman sitting on the back seat there.
Our
I
very
wonder
own
who
state
that is.
representative, Renee Kozel, served as a member of the Illinois House of Representatives since 1996. Formerly, she was member of our very own Lincoln Way Board of Education. Sponsored one of the nation's toughest ethic laws for public officials and government employees. Delivered some of the critical funds for our Route 30 improvements. I'm not sure, that'll be fine when it's done, but it sure has been difficult to get through.
Well, she's been fighting for improvements out there all along the way. Here's someone new to our campaigns. This is Henry Mears from Frankfort.
Running for
He is
Congress.
for U.S. Congress in the 11th District, which, by the way, includes communities from Crete and Beecher west all the way to LaSalle, and at one place south all the way to Bloomington, Illinois. So he's got a big territory to look at. He's been active in scouting and Rainbow Council of Scouts. He was a director for the USO Board of Illinois back in the 80s. He's always been an active member in local politics, and he has even served as a committeeman.
Can you get that?
And who's this here?
Lincoln Way North Marching Phoenix, our second Lincoln Way band of the day. This band is now 2 years old. It's their second appearance in our parade. Now, one of the things that's been going on here at the festival, too, is a chance to win a brand new 2010 Mustang. Here on the Brighter Green, there's tickets for sale. There will be tickets for sale from band members. And October 23rd at the senior night football game at Lincoln Way North, they will draw the prizes. Besides the 2010 Mustang convertible, there's a $500 second prize, $200 third prize, and $100 for a fourth prize. I think I'd look really good in that convertible, Ralph.
Well,
I may have to go buy a ticket.
Wait a minute. I would too. That would be fun to drive.
Well, if we bought 2 tickets, we could share.
There we go.
All right.
All right. Our Lincoln Way High School program in the different schools for the bands is absolutely fantastic. And we've got a couple more to go yet.
Yes, we do. We are wealthy in bands. And here we have Jewel Osco now. And we have the Keebler Elf marching with the Jewel Osco people. I know him.
Well, Jewel Osco supports all community groups from the schools and the churches to even the sports travel teams. Jewel Osco has been in business in this part of Illinois for 100 years or more. They've been here in Frankfort now for 18 years.
I really find it difficult to believe that it's been 18 years. It seems like just yesterday that we had to travel quite a distance to get to a major store.
Right. But they're doing a good job. Let's just see. My golly, look at that. That fantastic tractor is owned by Roger Bettenhausen. And Roger's family had that in their possession ever since, what, 1939? It's completely restored. Those are original decals on it. And that's Ron Bettenhausen, one of Roger's boys, and a grandson, Max Bettenhausen. And there's Ron's wife, Ann Corinne, and Ron's daughter, Lizzie. Saluting the farming of the area from all these years.
And Lizzie,
Oh, by the way.
Lizzie and Ann are related to you, aren't they,
Yeah,
Ralph?
yeah. Let me point this out, too. The owner, Roger, and his wife, Pat, have been married 51 years today.
Oh, and they're spending their 51st anniversary in the parade. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, I think that was Salon Rhapsody going by. One of our local businesses.
Great
And-
place for hand rejuvenation or a haircut, especially after a weekend out here in the sun.
Right, and here's a covered wagon of sorts. The white pickup truck is from Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Did you know Home Depot is the world's largest home improvement specialty retailer with stores in all 50 states, 10 Canadian provinces, New Mexico, and China?
And for those of us who are using the newer fluorescent bulbs rather than the old incandescents, Home Depot does recycle those for us. You can drop them off there at no charge.
Yes, they do. Here's Precise Tree Care. Have you been up in a tree about what's growing in your yard? Come on.
Occasionally.
All right, that's the Bettenhausen family again that own Precise Tree Care here in Frankfort.
We have Old Plank Trail Community Bank.
They're located on the north end of town and on South LaGrange Road. I think we have some black belts showing up here.
We have Frankfort Black Belt Academy. Old Plank Trail. We're still on Old Plank Trail.
Yeah, we still are.
Huge, with absolutely huge number of entrants here.
Okay, here comes the black belts from the Frankfort Black Belt Academy. I think we're going to have a street interview for him, aren't we?
Yes, I believe Joe Ivan is.
Oh.
No, Joe is not going to be out. Okay, Joe will be interviewing later for us. Here we have St. John's United Church of Christ from Mokina.
Their theme today is A Taste of St. John's. St. John's is very active in raising funds for the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. They recently held a Taste of St. John's evening at Nancy's Pizza Place, and they've donated 25% of all the dining room sales toward the Relay for Life. Have you been into a Relay for Life?
No, I have not yet.
Very, very interesting.
And we
Right.
have
Yeah,
DANG,
music of
the
some
Deutsche
kind.
American National Congress. German American National Congress was founded in 1959, almost 50 years ago.
Right.
This promotes the heritage of the German people in America. Who's that lovely lady up there?
That would probably be Miss Donk. And I think her name is on the side there.
Andrea Dietz. Or is it Dietz?
Dietz.
Dietz.
Andrea Dietz. And we have more people from the German American Society on this big float. They have a clubhouse located down on South Center Road. They have been a regular participant in our Frankfurt Fall Fest parade for many years.
As I remember it, they do have some activities out there every so often. You just have to watch the local newspapers for those or the Channel 10 scroll.
By the way, that Miss Donk is Ann Stromberg, wasn't it? No, that was
said
the
Ann
other one.
Dietz.
That's different. Oh, there we go. That's Ann Stromberg from Hazelcrest on the little motor scooter pulling the wagon.
Coming up is the Frankfurt Kids Work Children's Museum. Just recently had their grand opening, even though they have been open for a while here in Frankfurt. And I believe we have Marta down on the street to talk with Kids Work.
Kids Work is located over in the trolley barn here in Frankfurt on the first and second floors, and they're loaded with things that kids just love. Something coming up soon is the Prairie Wonders program, talking about the Midwest, mostly of about the blanket of the rolling prairie around here. Kids can discover what the prairie was, what it was used for.
It looks like Marta has found the Kids Work spokesperson.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with Gina Carrera from the Kids Work Museum in the Trolley Barn in downtown Frankfurt. How are you today?
Oh, very hot and having fun. It's a great day.
Oh, good. You know what? I hear that you guys have a new exhibit coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Light and Shadow exhibit is coming out. A beautiful lighthouse dedicated to Curtis Johnson. His family really worked hard on fundraising for it. This weekend, come out and see it.
Can you tell us what your hours of operation are?
We're open Monday through, closed on Monday, open Tuesday through Sunday, 9 to 4, starting on the 6th. And Sundays are from 11 to 4.
All right, well, it was nice talking to you today. Have
Thanks.
fun.
You're very welcome.
Back to you soon, Ralph.
Okay, we had a vehicle and a couple people from Bath Fitters go by here.
And coming up next here is Ignite Cheerleading. And I
Kelly
believe
Stewart.
we will have Brent down on the street talking with Ignite Cheerleading.
Hi.
Hi there. Hey guys, I'm here with Kelly Stewart from Ignite Cheerleading. How you doing today, Kelly?
How are you guys? Good.
Good. Hey, tell me, what ages of girls do you teach at Ignite?
We do 5 to 14.
Oh, that's nice. And what moves do you teach them?
We do every move you guys can think of, high V's, low V's, candlesticks, anything you can think of, pretty much.
Wow, and how long have you guys been doing this?
We opened in February, but we launched in September. We have 350 girls right now, and we're still doing registrations this week.
Thanks for your time today, Kelly.
Thank you.
Stu and Ralph, back to you guys.
All right,
Thank you, Brent.
take a look at this big yellow bookmobile. You know, that's built by the Thomas Industries, and so this unit was now named the Thomas Mobile. That's being driven by Gwen Gutowski today, and she's got one of her bookmobile assistants with her, Melanie Rice. That bookmobile has over 4,000 books on board, and a computer too. Oh, what do we got there, Sue?
That would look like Hubert the Harris Lion in a convertible. Just barely fits in that car.
And then
The
is
Amazing Love Lutheran Church. They're meeting at the Hickory Creek Middle School for now. This is their second year in the Fall Festival Parade.
Boy, I hear more music, and it looks like the Summit Hill Spartan Marching Band. Well, the Cancer Support Center has been promoting cancer prevention, cancer treatment,
And
cancer support afterwards.
we have Marta out on the street who will be interviewing. I believe she's going to be looking for Miss Kathy Kahlhammer at the Cancer Support Center located in Mokina. Marta?
Hi, everybody. We're here with Kathy Kahlhammer from the Cancer Support Center in Mokina. Hi, Kathy. How you doing?
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Hey, tell us about your big annual fundraiser that's coming up.
Oh, the hoedown's coming up. It's going to be September 17th at CD's and Me. Thursday night, 6 o'clock. Be there, be square.
And who do you have marching with you today?
Oh, we have the tennis team from Lincoln Way East High School. And we have some other little friends. We've got Hannah here, and we've got Haley here. We got Cindy Garrettson. We're having a great day.
Okay, and I'll tell everybody about getting your suckers at the booth, the Cancer Support Center booth, for $5, and you can win a gas card. Bye, Kathy. Hi.
Thank you, Marta.
All right. The PTO of Green Garden
And do you know what
is now
PTO
celebrating
stands
the
for?
50th. PTO, well, I remember PTA.
I believe this is the parent-teacher organization. It is what PTA became next.
Right, and out at Green Garden, they're located there in the grade school that's at Moni Manhattan Road and Center Road.
And they're celebrating their 50th year.
PTA remains focused on parent involvement, school teacher student support, and community building. This is the first year they've been with us in a parade here. Ray's Auto Body in the pickup truck today. They're a 20-year-old neighborhood business over in Mokina. St. Peter's United Church of Christ is wild about Jesus. The church is 142 years old, and they're still out there wild about Jesus. It's the historic church in the village of Frankfort. St. Peter's seeks to create a dynamic future from its faithful past.
And I see they've kind of depicted their pipe organ, which is, I've been in that church, and it's a spectacular instrument.
Yes, they have.
Who's playing the keyboard?
That's Joseph Schenk, our organist and musical director.
We don't get a lot of live music other than the bands.
Right.
Parmesan's Wood Stove coming up next.
You know, they offer fresh bread, great pasta. They have a nice patio out there.
Parmesan's is also representing one of the civics here in the food court in Frankfort with a number of their dishes that will be served outdoors.
1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Got any junk, Ralph?
No, you know, we haven't had to call them to clean up on the streets here after the parade.
Yeah, I wonder
but-
if they could do anything about what the horses left us earlier.
Well, one way or the other, it'll all be gone by Tuesday morning. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is a franchise business.
Oh, I like the bubbles.
Right, and it was founded out in Vancouver, British Columbia, way back in 1989.
And we have Herder Brothers Movers. Now, this antique truck has been in the Fall Festival for as long as I've been coming to it.
Well, about 33 years. It was once owned by the Herder Brothers Moving and Storage Company that moved out here from Chicago. And then it's currently owned by Red McNamara of Peatone, who appears in many parades. Jim was a employee for Herder Brothers for 28 years.
And we have Radio Disney. Radio Disney is at 1300 AM in our area, broadcasting all over the country. They were here on Brighter Screen yesterday, and as I understand it, there was some lucky person who won tickets to a Taylor Swift concert. And I know that excited my grandchildren.
Here's another green entry today. Green seems to be a theme too, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
This is ServPro of Frankfort. They are a business that specializes in cleanup and restoration of residential and commercial properties after fire, smoke, or water damage.
We have Marquette Bank, Chicago opened its doors in 1945. Marquette Bank here in this area, in the Mokina area, actually is one of 24 offices.
What is a crop walk? Well, go to the Peace Community Church and find out when the next one is being held here in Frankfort this month. It'll be the second time they do a crop walk here, and everyone is invited to participate. CROP stands for Communities Responding to Overcome Poverty.
And our third Lincoln Way band, the original, the one that started it, the Marching Knights from Lincoln Way Central High School.
Now, Lincoln Way Central High School serves students from New Lenox and Manhattan, part of Joliet, and of course the surrounding unincorporated areas. Central opened in 1954 with an enrollment of 304. 55 years later, they're somewhere up around 3,000. And they'll be playing for you their signature number, the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
They turn this corner in front of us. I think I've mentioned it before. I've seen this band march in other cities, and it's always impressive listening to the people along the curb. They're just, how big is that school?
How big is Lincoln Way Central?
Yep.
Yeah, it's over 3,000 now. They've performed coast to coast in bowl games, in inauguration parades.
And they are a block long as they march past.
To think there weren't even 400 students at Lincoln Way when they first opened up.
It has expanded a lot.
Now they've got 4 schools.
4 schools. And we have Stump Tree Company.
Yeah, there's a lot of concern about the emerald ash borer killing off the trees.
And was found recently in Frankfort.
Right, so it's time to keep a good eye out, and if you have a question about it, call Stumps. Their people are licensed, bonded, and fully insured.
And they will come to your home. You do not have to bring your trees to them.
Right, the first vehicle, of course, was a pickup. The big one in the middle, that's a bucket or basket truck. And this one here is the box truck for the chipper. You like to see girls having fun?
I absolutely do. I'm a girl and I like having fun.
You want to get out there and dance with them?
I might.
This will be the dance company. It's the 7th year that they've been in our parade.
And we have Joe Ibanez down on the street to talk with the dance company. Let's find out how to have fun, Joe.
I've got Dina Meter from the dance company here. Dina, the girls look wonderful. They look fantastic out here. What age groups are you working with, and what styles of dances are you teaching?
We teach ballet, tap, jazz, hip-hop, modern, and lyrical. This is a troupe of 50 girls that performs in several occasions throughout the year, and the ages of these kids are between 5 and 17.
Thank you, Dina. Have a wonderful time at the parade. The girls look wonderful. Back to the booth.
Dana's
Thank you,
been
Joe.
teaching for 13 years now.
Oh, and following Girls Want to Have Fun, here's everybody having fun.
Here's Fort Frankfurt.
From the Frankfurt Park District.
Frankfurt Park District has 19 different parks now, plus Founders Center. And you can register for their programs over the internet.
We have Charleston's Bar and Grill. Charleston's Bar and Grill is in New Lenox,
Yes, it is.
near
It's
Leroy Road and Cedar Road.
They offer a family-friendly atmosphere, complete with children's menus.
Okay, we have Messina's Candyland. Ralph, I've been in this store. It's a trip to the past with all of the candy I used to be able to buy for a penny. Cost 5 cents to a quarter now, but it's all there, and popcorn.
Sounds good. Who's joining us here just now?
We have the Frankfurt Car Club.
No.
This is A's Are Us. So these would be all Model A's, Ralph?
Right, and if we can hold on for a minute, we'll tell you a little bit about them because some of them are movie stars. Okay, Ken Seamus of Oak Forest, Illinois. His 29 Ford was in the Road to Perdition movie. And then Tim Dion of St. John, Indiana, was in Public Enemies, The Weatherman, The Express, and on that WTTW special. Alan Ekstrom of Olympia Fields has a 30 Ford two-door, sold for only $490 when brand new.
I don't think you could buy a hubcap for that now,
No.
even though they are pretty small.
Chuck Fritz of Park Forest, Illinois, has installed things called creature comforts in his car, but they're not power steering and not power brakes, of course. Joe Grigowski of New Lenox bought this car from some family up in Minnesota and then completely restored it. Joe Soda of Crete, Illinois, has a 28 Ford leather back four-door sedan.
Now, I know who's on the front of number 17. That's Bob the Builder. Yes, we can.
Aha.
The truck's up there.
All right, Ralph, joining us in the booth here is Marta Kuntz, who's been down on the street interviewing. And she's going to just be with us here for a while and do some more comments on these. Welcome up here, Marta.
Thanks. This has been fun, but boy, it's harder than it looks.
You make it look easy.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Well, you guys are pros, so I'm going to watch and learn a thing or two.
All right, Marta, tell us a little about yourself.
I have been living in Frankfurt for almost 9 years now. I have 2 kids. I have a junior in Lincoln Way East, and my daughter is a 6th grader at Hickory Creek. My husband's an attorney, and I'm very involved in our community theater and also St. Anthony's Church in Frankfurt.
And what made you want to do this?
Well, I got a phone call from a really good friend. Can I say your name?
Sure.
Margie Sass! And Margie thought it would be fun, and I am having fun, and I'm meeting a lot of new people, so that is good.
I'm really glad you came out, Marta. Coming up at this point, where's that How does that car wind up in our antique A's?
It's an antique fire chief's car from Homewood.
Oh, okay.
They're just beautiful.
Here's the escort group for the Frankfort Area Historical Society, which is bringing you the Frankfort Brass Band this year. Through the years, the old band has performed at many different Frankfort events, and they were reorganized now in the year 2005 and have been giving excellent performances in town here ever since. And no, there are no members in the brass band from the original 1897.
None of the original members still with them? Oh, darn.
Their director is the famous Tom Drake, who also conducts the Joliet American Legion Band.
You know, it has been an absolutely beautiful day out here. Bright sunshine. The threat of rain has left our forecast. And I'd say that we really have a capacity crowd out here today, Ralph.
Well, did we give the request for good weather to Mayor Holland?
Absolutely, and I'm not sure if he did it, if he passed an ordinance or did an executive order in order to get us this weather.
Whatever,
he
it
did
worked.
say he had prohibited the R word for the weekend.
There you go.
You know what? Whoever came up with the idea to do this parade had a bee in their bonnet.
Ooh.
I looked up some of the sayings from the Old West, and that, if you get an idea, that means you've got a bee in your bonnet.
That could be painful.
There are a lot of bees buzzing around here today.
And here we have the learning curve, educational services, homework, tutoring.
Speaking of the learning curve, a lot of things go by that our children never learn about unless we tell them. For instance, did you know that Frankfurt has a sister city in Weidhausen, Germany?
In Weidhausen, Germany?
That's right.
I believe, was it 5 years ago when they actually were here in our parade on the sister city?
A bunch of visitors.
They were here as visitors. Frankfurt has very strong German heritage.
Well,
Okay, and here we have the Frankfurt Flames girls fast pitch. Now that's baseball. That's not a sales pitch. This is a girls traveling fast pitch softball team.
Look at all these guys.
Games are played in Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. Behind the Flames, we have Chew on This Dog Barkery. Their dogs are all dressed up for a wild, wild fest.
so we have a couple of cowboy dogs in there?
We have a cow dog, yes. We have a cow dog.
Mary Murphy.
Okay, and we have the Nearly New shop. And we have Brent out talking to Nearly New. What is Nearly New, Brent?
Okay, good.
Brent, what is Nearly New?
Hey guys, I'm here with Mary Murphy from Nearly New. How you doing today, Mary?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Excellent. Tell me, what kind of things do you have at Nearly New?
Well, there's all kinds of used items, but many are brand new with tags on them.
Oh, that's nice. And where exactly are you guys located?
We're on Route 30, just about 2 blocks west of the Grange.
Excellent, excellent. Where does the money go after you guys get it?
It goes to Noonan Elementary Academy. It's all for the children.
Oh, I have some friends in Noonan. Oh, well, thank you for your time, Mary.
Thank you. All the children are behind me. Not all of them, some of them. You might recognize a few.
How you guys doing? Ralph and Sue, back to you guys.
Thank you, Brent.
The Noonan Academy is a Catholic-based preschool and kindergarten through 8th grade school.
And Nearly New is their resale shop where profits will benefit those needing tuitions. And here we have Wild West Smiles. Now, I think this is a cousin of the Keebler elf we saw earlier. This is the Tooth Fairy back there.
Oh, so it is.
And you didn't think she was real.
And that is Marissa Zolata.
All right, and approaching now, we have Providence Catholic High School. I'll do this. I'll do it. Now, Ralph, we did mention earlier that Joe Ibanez, one of our roving reporters, is both a ballroom dance instructor and a martial arts instructor.
Now that's,
I guess you have to dance around in both of those.
it could be. They're associated with each other more or less.
They
huh? All right.
absolutely are. And our next entry coming up is the Family Martial Arts Group. So what better person to be on the street talking to them than our own Joe Ibanez? And it looks like they're actually going to be doing a short performance here in front of the cameras before they get to Joe. We have breaking a board with a foot. I've done that, but not intentionally. All right, Joe, who have you got?
Yeah, I'll tell you who I have. I have Master Kim from Family Martial Arts. Master Kim, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
What age groups do we have here today?
We have students from age 4 to 58.
Your business says Family Martial Arts. Family Martial Arts. What's the significance of the word family?
Okay, this is for the great activity for the whole family. So I just want all the family has to be get strong together. So that's why I name it Family Martial Arts.
Very good.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Master Kim.
Would you like to break some board?
감사합니다. Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to break a board.
Now, what has this young lady got on her head? It looks like an apple in a cup, Ralph.
That's right.
Whoa. I guess that's a little safer than the William within the bow and arrow trick, but not much. A lot of faith in that person kicking the apple off her head. Thank you, Joe, for breaking the board.
You can still do it, Jet. Boy, that's quite a large group. Looks like they start out at a young age.
They absolutely do, with all the shining energy that youth has. And absolutely no lack of confidence. Here we have Frankfort area JCs who will be presenting a haunted house again this year. JCs have been around for 35 years, known far and wide for their famous annual haunted house.
Right, they got about 40 members now from the Frankfort and Mokina area.
They also do Camp New Hope, Relay for Life for the Cancer Support Center. They support the Frankfort Children's Museum, do a lot as a community service group. All right, now approaching us down the street is one of those things that could be in my nightmares, chasing me through the snow.
No.
I would want to be behind this in the snow. Is that right, Ralph?
Well, that's a 1985 Galion road grader. A brand new one would cost somewhere around $250,000, $300,000. This one has been rebuilt, and the Frankfort Township still keeps it on hand because someday our snows are going to get very deep around here in the wintertime. Again, right.
Again.
That's driver Dave DePorto. There's over 70 miles of roadway in Frankfort Township that they have to keep clean and prepared. There are 7 full-time members over at the Township Highway Department. Here's Petty Billick and Burke Orthodontics. They've had an office here in Frankfurt for the past 6 years, located on West Lincoln Highway.
All right, and here we have the Lincoln Way Board of Education. And out on the street to talk with them is our own Joe Ibanez.
Dave. I'm with Dave Izzo, president of the school board, Lincoln Way High School District 210. Dave, all 4 schools are open this year? All 4 schools have marching units in the parade represented today. What do we have to look forward to in the school year?
Well, we got a lot of things happening with all our schools. Everybody's really excited. All our principals just reported during our first board meeting that everything went really, really smooth. So we're very excited about having 4 beautiful new high schools in an area that deserves it greatly. So we're really happy with it.
Have a wonderful school year, sir. Take care.
Take care.
Ladies and
Back to the
gentlemen.
booth.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Lincoln Way East High School Griffins, the 2008 Illinois State Marching Band champions. Lincoln Way East serves students from Frankfurt and Mokina, and of course the surrounding township area. School's been open for 9 years, has an enrollment of 4,000 students.
Absolutely.
And all the kids and all the high schools are very lucky. They have incredible teachers.
Okay. All right, passing us now is Win This Car. Again, that 2010 Mustang you can win with a $10 ticket. And the Griffins are also marching with a sign supporting Siam.
And what is Siam called?
It's a discount card. What does it stand for, Ralph?
Simply, incredibly awesome music.
Oh. And the trailer finding. Ralph, we have Marta back with us here for the end of the parade.
Boy, that band was great, wasn't it?
They are tremendous. A lot of parent involvement along with all the student hard work.
Yes, yes. And they really work hard at what they do. And it shows.
And coming here behind the Lincoln Way East Griffin, the Will County Trail Riders.
That's a group that was organized in 1993. They currently have 123 members, ages 8 to 80. Their headquarters are in New Lenox. And that's where they hold their monthly meeting and receive their mail by Pony Express.
No. Probably email now, don't you think?
Did you know it costs over $4,000 to own a horse?
Well, if my cat's going to cost $1,000, $4,000 for a horse doesn't surprise me at all. All right, and here we have the Fall Festival volunteers and our closing banner. Festival is made possible by the Chamber of Commerce and the hard-working festival volunteers that are here. Seated on here, we have what we're lovingly calling our Bluebies. These are volunteers who are working with us of a younger age. And we have our yellow shirts. And you know what? Be careful, they're roping in volunteers.
Well, the fest is about over for the parade part, and it's roundup time. So we'll head them up and move them out, hit the dusty trail, because another Fall Fest parade is over.